Okay, now, continuing on that good feeling of mine, when I was walking in, I met some old friends here from the Abraham gatherings, and one of them remarked, "You look like $1 million." And I feel like it. But here comes the question, why I don't have it yet. I painted a big picture. Once I realized that I can have it all, I recovered and renourished the desires of old in me, which were there, and hence I at that time I didn't know how to go about getting them. I lowered my desire, but they were still living there. So I rekindled them, and a big picture is emerging here, which actually, as I recalled just a few days ago, I verbalized several years ago, not knowing your work yet. I thought to myself one day, gee, wouldn't it be nice to be paid just for the fact that I exist? And that's my dream. Every time I smile, thousands of dollars are flowing into my bank accounts. I want to be there. Part of my wanting is wanting to be able to say to people, you just relax. You just relax and you allow and it flows. Not a big deal.
Well, if you could accept that the stream of non-physical energy, which is the source of all things, does flow to you and through you when you smile. You say, yeah, but Abraham, I'd rather have the money. And we say, but it's the same stream. It's the same vibration. In other words, the vibration that allows the stream is also the vibration that allows the dollars. If you could accept that there is a stream or a source of well-being, and you work to align your energy with the stream, then all things that you consider to be good flow to you. But in your question is the answer when you say, they tell me I look like $1 million, but how come I don't have $1 million? The dominant vibration that you are offering to the universe is, I am one who has not $1 million. In other words, that's the way the universe is receiving the vibration that you are outputting. You have to change your signal. So the question is a very good one. But how do I offer a signal that's different from the reality that I'm living? And we say, there you go again, facing reality all over the place. Yes. In other words, you see, the universe does not know or care if the vibration that you are offering is in response to something you're living or something you're imagining. In either case, it accepts it as your signal. You know when the car dealership has a big sale and they'll put those big beacon lights on their lot that shine all over the city? And when you see it in the sky, you know that if you could trace it back to his route, there would be a car for sale somewhere. Well, you are offering a similar beacon into the sky. In other words, the universe is responding to what your signal is. But most of you are casting a dim signal because you say, I want $1 million, but where is it? And so you water down your signal. You introduce a lower, slower vibration to the higher, faster desire. So you offer... Your little signal is not being received in the way that it would if you could purify it. And can you feel the power in decision, you see? And so what we would encourage you to do is just make a decision and then work to find the feeling of that decision.
Well, several times, especially in the past 6 months, I was able to find that feeling place, and it felt just exhilarated. I remember one particular day I was able to maintain that feeling place for almost 10 hours or 12 hours, the entire day. I'm fortunate enough because I have created, even before knowing Abraham, a very easy situation for myself where the money flows easily to me, albeit not in the amount I would like them to flow.
There it goes again.
Yeah,
the money flows easily to me, but not in the amounts that I'm wanting.
Yes.
You see, your practical, objective, wanting to explain it honestly, mind holds you right where you stand.
Okay.
You have to...
So sometimes I get that feeling place, and then I am able to keep consciously myself connecting to it over the period of some time, and then something in me trips me over because
All
I
right, now
start observing
let's
that
talk
it's not
about
there
what that
yet.
is, because you see,
I don't know where I trip.
well, we can show you. It's not a matter of tripping. It's a matter of having a belief about dollars that you picked up a long time ago that you're still offering. And until you actually take the time to change that vibration, and 10 hours of feeling wonderful goes a long way to doing that, but remember, that cork will float unless you hold it under the water. So in that 68 seconds or 10 hours or however much time you spent feeling prosperity, the universe got the signal. In other words, you launched it. And if you never thought about it again, the dollars would flow to you. But you are thinking about it again, and you're thinking about it in terms of the absence of it. When you pick up the long stick that has abundance on one end of it, it has not abundance on the other. If you pick up the stick that has wellness on one end of it, it has not wellness on the other end of it. And what happens to most of you is that when you pick up the stick, you pick up both ends of it, and you often vibrate both ends of it. And what we want you to do is obsessively, deliberately vibrate just in the direction of what you are wanting. And it just takes a little bit of practice. You can create a vibration that matches anything once you've identified what the desire is. We would pretend that there have been many big projects that you have just lived, for which you have been handsomely paid, and that there are many big projects that you are already assigned to coming up this year and next, and that right now you have about a 2-month hiatus where you don't have anything that you have to do. You got to figure out what you want. And you know, you're standing in a place that so many people stand. Been trying to figure out what they want because they haven't believed that the universe would yield to them what they want. So they try to figure out what they think they can do, or they try to figure out what they think. We want you to think about the things that thrill you, to think about the things that are exciting. It is so much fun to be inside of your own business with ideas coming, and then everything necessary come to help you to implement them. But you've got to start with your ideas of what you want and why you want them. So,
but what about money? Because I've noticed even with me, with my current business, and even things that I want to learn extra.
Never ever go into business for money. Ever.
Well, it's a thing that's
go
stopping me.
Go into business because it pleases you, and if the more it pleases you, the more money will flow to you.
And then I guess the biggest question is, what about the resources or resourcefulness? If you don't have it, how to get it?
Well, because you have all the resources you need. You have the energy that creates worlds backing you up. You're just not utilizing it quite yet because you haven't focused upon what you want. And sometimes when you do focus upon what you want, you don't trust that the universe will yield it to you. But we want you to know that you are all equal, absolutely equal, in the sense that Source is not picking favorites about who they will flow the energy to. You summon the energy through your interest in subjects, and then you allow the energy to flow by practicing your belief about it. And if you will then say, universe, I want, that was fun, that was fun, that was fun, I want things that are fun. And by fun I mean things that stimulate me, things that excite me, things that I'm good at, things that I revel in, things that Source will join me in, things that other people are excited about too. In other words, that was fun, that was fun, that was fun, that was fun. That was fun. Life is supposed to be fun for you, you see.